I work as a junior docent at Rockledge Ranch, and I'm wondering if the ranch will have enough funds to stay open in 2013.
The answer to that question is there is no plan to take away any of the funds that we presently have for Rockledge Ranch. So unless there's a financial need that I'm not aware of, an increased need, that is within our budget. There's been no change to that. I'm a big fan of Rockledge Ranch too. I understand your question. Is there anything specific that someone asked you to ask about, or there was okay, all right. Thank you for your question.
My name is Lori Culver, and I was wondering, what does a mayor do?
Apparently not enough. At least according to the majority of this audience, and I got to enough. Well, do you know that we recently changed our form of government? Did anybody tell you about that? We have a new form of government here. So we now have a mayor who's elected directly by the people, and the mayor is required to be a full-time employee of the city with no outside employment. I can't imagine how you start to do a job like this part-time anyway. And I'm responsible for our general city government, and that's police and fire, and then all the other functions of general government, including finance and budget, city clerk's function. Hi, Sarah Johnson, our new city clerk is here from Kentucky. Welcome, Sarah. I thought you might want to know about redistricting. If you do, she can answer those questions. So we're responsible for running the general city government. Now, it's important to know that based on this new charter we have, that two of the most important functions of the city actually still report to city council, or 9 people, and that's Colorado Springs Utilities reports to 9 people on city council, as does Memorial Health System. So in fact, the mayor does not have broad authority over the entire government. That's just the way it is, so we just have to work with that. Does that help? I generally work in the morning and afternoon and have lunch. And if you want to come down sometime, it'd be fun to head you down for a couple hours.
Mr. Mayor, if you could talk about that division, but I think the young lady might be interested in knowing, in terms of overall budgets, how much of the budget the mayor can control and how much is controlled by city council?
We used to have a $400 million budget that the mayor is responsible for. That has gone down because our sales tax has gone down since the height of the economy. So we have, what, 380 million total, maybe. I'm responsible for about $380 million in spending. That's a lot of money, and I take that seriously. But then the city council controls utilities, which is it 1.2 or 1.5 billion? I'm not sure. Daniel, do you know, 2 or 5? Somewhere in there. Let's say $1.2 billion is the budget for Colorado Springs Utilities, and then Memorial Health System, I think now is about $700 million. So council controls almost $2 billion in spending, and I control about $400 million. So they have about 5 times more spending authority than I have.
We have a question over here, Mayor.
Hello, Mr. Mayor. My name is Everett Gable. I'm a representative of the National Federation of the Blind.